Hey everybody. It is a new moon in Virgo. I haven't done any of these kind of impromptu monthly, weekly readings in a while. I've got the Astro Tarot podcast that I do with Millie. The link for that is in the description box. I am also still doing personal private readings, half hour or an hour. That link is there also. What else? I do Tuesdays and Thursdays drop-in groups. Tuesday nights is for EFT. We deal with the collective energy and try and work through it. Thursday night is the tarot class, and both of them are just by donation only. If you are interested, get on my mailing list so that you can find out what classes are coming up. In August, I kind of inadvertently did this, not knowing, I guess on some level I knew, but I planned for put it this way. So Tuesday nights, I teach a group called Blast Your Blocks with EFT. So if you've heard of EFT or tapping, that's what it is. And I did a longer one for the month of August, 4 weeks, 2 hours at a shot. And it was money and abundance. So blast your money and abundance blocks. And it was super successful. So I will be doing more of those. We've got this new moon energy in Virgo. We've got Mercury going direct tomorrow, which is really cool. I don't know if you're feeling it, but usually I feel it building up, and it's just kind of crazy, like the glitches that happen just before it goes direct. I'm just shuffling here again. What else? We're going to do a short little reading with 6 cards that I call the rune cast spread, but with tarot cards. It's the one that I typically always do. We still have 7 planets in retrograde at the moment. We had Virgo going direct at the beginning of the month. And as I said, there's like a bunch of other energies happening. If you want to see how the month looks, you can check out our monthly Astro Tarot podcast that has tarot and astrology back to back. All right, so here we go. Flying out. Okay. 4 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups. This is the energy of we're exhausted at this point. Okay, so on a cellular level, we're all going through stuff energetically, with all this stuff coming in from all the planets. There is just, I think we're just inundated with energy at this point. And because we can't see it and we're carrying on like normal, we think, why am I so tired? Why is this happening? I'm still just doing the usual stuff, or I'm doing less than the usual stuff. And we're kind of beating ourselves up about it. In that process, for months and months and months, probably starting from March when Saturn went retrograde in Pisces, we've been planning stuff. It's like, okay, I've cleared, last year was this big purging, clearing year. And we think, okay, as soon as we do that, we get through the door, everything is supposed to go full steam ahead. It doesn't do that. It doesn't actually happen because life is continually evolving, and we're forever learning and growing. Okay, not to sound cliche. April, we had Pluto moving into Aquarius, and it gave us this taste of the future. And then it started moving backwards in Aquarius, and it went backwards and backwards and backwards all the way into Capricorn, where it has been for several decades, in June. June 12th, 11th or 12th, something like that. That makes us, oh, all of a sudden we had this taste of something. Now we have a new realization, new environment, new energies, except we go back into the old energy for a moment. The energy that we know really well. When you've experienced something for 2 decades, you're pretty familiar with it. So we've been in this mode now, half of June, July, August, half of September, of trying to recalibrate. And then one after the other, another planet goes retrograde, another planet goes retrograde, another. So it's all this revisiting, recalibrating, re-examining, re-envisioning, reworking, revitalizing. And it is subconscious. It is on a physical level, a spiritual level, an emotional level. You may have experienced all kinds of mood swings and changing an opinion and changing an environment and just having an inability to function where you used to thrive. And maybe it wasn't really thriving. Maybe you just thought you were thriving. So, okay, enough of that about the background energies. The cards are reflecting this, actually. And as soon as I look at them, I start getting headachy. It's not even a headache. It's hard to explain if you've never experienced this, but it's like information pummeling me through here. So we're coming out the immediate past with the Seven of Cups. This is, okay, surface energy, meaning of the cards, we have choices, we have options. But the thing is, it's different in this case because the things that we thought we wanted, the options we thought we wanted, are not really the options that we want to deal with right now. There's also a fear around this of like, I've waited so long for this, time feels like it's running out. What if I make the wrong decision? What if I cut things out of my life that I will discover that I need? So having too many options might trip us up. On a deeper level, it doesn't really matter. It's just saying, pick something. There's an exercise that I do in our groups called 100 Things to Be, Do, and Have. You don't have to do everything at one time. And there is a way to actually do everything over time. So that is the energy that we're coming forward with. In the present environment, we have the Emperor. And this is a good energy in its highest form. In its highest form, the Emperor is the divine masculine energy. We have, masculine, feminine energy within us. This Emperor energy in its purest form is level-headed, action-oriented, do what's best for the greater good. It plans, it organizes, it knows, it's not impulsive, it's kind of all-knowing kind of thing. Tapping into that, the downside of that is arrogance, lacking in humility, my way or the highway kind of stuff. So we're in that place of being able to access the highest form of that energy. These things can be in conflict or they can be in harmony. All right. It's also, sorry, I'm also getting we're in a soulmate cycle as well. And the confluence of energies that are around us at this point, pretty much nobody on the planet who's alive right now has experienced this in this way before. So this soulmate cycle, if you follow that twin flame soulmate stuff, this is impacting that Emperor energy, the divine masculine energy as well, in that the fluff, the periphery, the appendages that are not needed to move forward are they're just falling off. They're falling to the wayside. It doesn't sound quite right. The appendages are falling off. It's not what I meant, but figuratively. Okay. Now, moving forward, oh, that's an uncomfortable energy. There's still a part of us that doesn't want to see. It doesn't want to see. It doesn't want to feel all the things. It wants answers, but it wants answers that feel comfortable. And so this uncomfortable energy of like, okay, when I actually sit with myself and process things, there's a lot of discomfort. And just keep coming back into that emperor energy of I can handle the discomfort because it's exposing what is true. It's exposing what's necessary. It's exposing why this hasn't happened until now. It's exposing the path forward. So it ultimately will lead us to clarity, but you have to look at it. And so it's a minor arcana. It's not life altering energy. It's not inhibiting everything. There's a lot of communication happening here. And you may not feel ready to hear it at some point. Just like open yourself up to it and take that leap. Boundaries, very important at this time. In order to not slip back into past patterns, healthy boundaries need to be created. The people that you're interacting with. One of the things that we've had over the past several weeks, probably for a month now, was the hermit energy. And that hermit energy was not to be isolating or to build up walls, but it was to have healthy boundaries. And it's also a 9 as well. So this is the 9 of Wands. The hermit is the 9 in the major arcana. 9s are the end of things. So it's the withdrawing, not out of fear or insecurity or anything like that. It's withdrawing because the outside gets a little bit too much static, too much information, too much stimuli. Withdraw a little bit and focus. Be a little more introspective, insular. Okay. Get to a point where it feels comfortable. Then we come out of that hermit phase. So there was maybe bursts of socializing, burst of learning, burst of it was summertime here. So maybe, in the Northern Hemisphere, you are out doing things, going on vacation, summer vacation, all those kind of things. School's out, that kind of stuff. But then you come back because it gets too much quite quickly. And when you think about it, everybody is going through, well, maybe not everybody, but a large part of the collective, the majority of the collective, is going through similar energy. So everybody's morphing and changing, and then you put everybody together, and it just gets, like, I don't know who I'm dealing with. I don't know what facade is going to be up today. Okay. Interestingly enough, there's a lot of tension in a lot of these cards, but in the position of the universe, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is very Virgo energy. It is a slow moving, steady energy. It is reliable, predictable, trustworthy, put your money where your mouth is kind of thing. So that's coming from the universe. So the universe is still saying, or the energy, underlying energy behind everything that has nothing to do with you personally, is saying this is really good. The speed that this is going is really good. It's the speed that it needs to be. So you're impatient. That's a lot of wasted energy. You don't need to be impatient. Everything is happening. We're giving you the space between things to process and deal with things and recalibrate and go, if I just had this thing when I wanted it, how I wanted it, it actually is disappointing because it's not what I thought it was. So it gives you this time to look at something and go, I'm morphing and I'm changing. Maybe I don't actually want that thing. This is better. This is more in alignment with my big picture plans. Okay. Now, this one might disturb you a little bit. Also, the outcome here is the 7 of Swords. So it's usually a card about deception, secrets, untrustworthy kind of behavior, except that coming right after the universe card there that we have, I feel that my eye is really drawn to the sun rays here. Something is being illuminated. And in this deck, swords are often depicted by birds or feathers. Again, communication, the voice, speaking, information, communication, all that stuff. So this person is going into the light. The shadow is behind them. They are picking up the pieces of information. They are still cloaked. They're still kind of in their little hermit mode. Blinders are on in a good way, I think. The light is coming through, shining a light on the deception, shining a light on the things that maybe we believed that aren't true. Virgo had been retrograde in Leo until September 3rd, I think it was. That was a lot of re-examining our relationships and our relationship with money as well, looking at our relationship with money the way we would a person, and our romantic relationships, our family structures that define our relationships later on in life. They sort of pre-program us. All that stuff got shifted around, exposed. And that is very much the energy of this card, which is a positive thing. You can't deal with anything if it's hidden. So here we go. Let's see here. These other two cards had fallen out of the deck. So we have Justice and we have the Ten of Swords. And again, I'm drawn to the light in this as well. So Justice coming, I think this is, yeah, I'm getting like total. Justice on this situation is a very positive thing because karma is balancing out. Clarity is coming. Sorry, I keep saying Thinking. So Mercury goes direct in Virgo tomorrow. We're still going to feel some effects of it for the shadow period following, like a good week or so. Until the full moon. New moon in Virgo today, so they're right on top of each other. Yeah, so it's the wounds, the past pain, getting, kind of getting ripped out there a little bit. Plans coming forward. Yeah. Okay. Do anything more with those? I don't think so. I am going to pull out these other cards, and then I will end it with a rune. Ooh, magic. I don't think this is the only card, but anyway, magic. Okay. So it says magic, blessings, transformation, a blessing in disguise is coming your way. Keep an open heart and mind. Faith. There are no obstacles in your way. Follow your heart. The path is safe. The way ahead clear. Have faith. Okay, so there is that. I did say that at the beginning, even though we didn't have the Fool cards. So this is like birth. This is like giving birth. It's interesting because the energy that we're feeling right now, you could say we're in a gestation period. It's like being pregnant. You are not consciously telling your body, oh, send food through the placenta to go feed the fetus. I need to create new cells to do this. It's all on autopilot. your body is doing like all this extra stuff, and it does it by itself. It knows what to do, but it's energy consuming. You need to eat more food, you need to have more sleep, you need extra vitamins and minerals and nutrients and all this kind of thing. And it's tiring. So it's almost like we're experiencing that, but on an energetic level, on a spiritual level. And it translates on a physical level because our cells are being affected by all of the invisible energies out there right now. 7 planets in retrograde. We're just inundated with all sorts of things. We've had super moon, full moon, where everything is. There's these clusters of energy focusing on wherever you have that in your chart, in your life. Certain areas are really heightened, lots of pressure, things breaking apart, things falling away, things exploding and like disintegrating and vanishing. Energetically, it's really tiring. And it's all happening on autopilot. So you have to take care of yourself. And then when we have this Berkana as an outcome, is like giving birth to something. At the end, you end up with something. You produce something. You deliver something, or you are the thing that is delivered in the end, according to your path, your soul purpose. I still feel like there's something. Unless it jumps out. Super pressure on my third eye, though. Maybe not. Oh, that might be too many. Oh, interesting. So we have that Four of Cups came out again with the Four of Swords. Yeah, I almost feel nauseous. There's the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Wheel of Fortune, and the High Priestess. So there's a lot of major arcana cards. There's a lot of big things moving around in the background, and they're getting layered. That's one thing to remember. You know, the universe, it doesn't know that we have one energy one week and another, and we're running a class or we're posting videos or whatnot. The energy gets layered and layered and layered and layered. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing else coming out. I might pull another rune though. How to cope with this energy. Leave you on a positive note. Except that it's Hagel, which is hail. Yeah. That's what we're dealing with at the moment. The Norse believe that the earth came to life through ice. Hail is ice, except it's not like the other rune, which is ice. This is like little pieces of ice getting thrown at you. You have to adapt. Roll with the punches. Cry. Feed yourself. Sleep enough. Withdraw when you are overstimulated. Keep doing that and just keep showing up. Show up for yourself in whatever way whatever way you need. And do not feel bad because you can't do something, or you're too tired to do something, or it didn't work out the way you thought it would or the way you wanted it to. Something's delayed. All of this stuff feels like, and when I was shuffling too, I actually saw the Chariot card, and I was tempted to pull it out, but it didn't jump out, but it kept kind of showing up when I shuffled. Um, the Chariot card talks about divine timing and sort of just steering. You just need to steer. You don't need to speed up or slow down. You just need to go on that ride, however it's going to go. The road might be bumpy. Bring a cushion. Bring your seatbelt. you know, Stay hydrated. Okay, well, that's it. I have nothing else for you today. So all the links are in the description box. Uh, the cards that I use. I am designing my own tarot deck. Uh, I don't know when that's going to come out. I am going to revamp my tarot book as a workbook to go along with that tarot deck. So stay tuned. And yeah, we're almost through. We're almost through that energy. And when we go through, it's going to feel like going through a portal. It doesn't end there. It changes, and it's a new environment. At least it feels that way. All right. Have a good one.